The legality of wild camping is a complicated conversation that stops many happy campers wild camping happily. The subject can be a little dry, so we're going to stick to the need-to-know details so you can make an informed decision next time you're planning a wild adventure. In this video, we're going to look at the different rules involving land, when to seek permission, and how to ask for forgiveness in the off chance you do get asked to move on. Almost every inch of land in the UK is privately owned, but there are 4 main categories of land rights that are worth knowing before you hang your hammock. Number 1, land with wild camping enshrined as a legal right. Enshrining land might sound medieval, but today much of Scotland and many parts of Dartmoor in the southwest of England, wild camping for individuals is legal. Number 2, camping is deemed an historic use. This is true for upland areas of both Lake District and Wales, and also bothies. Land type 3. This includes most of the land in the UK and means you need to seek individual permission from the landowner to camp there. Finding the landowner or identifying who they are isn't always practical or possible, and we're going to deal with some of that in a moment. The 4th type of land is where camping is completely prohibited. This is often for environmental reasons and it includes most Forestry Commission land and many sites including the National Trust and English Heritage. It's always worth doing your research and seeking permission in advance where possible. You could even offer a small fee to sweeten the deal. If you're in a more built-up area, it's worth approaching a pub landlord for a garden pitch. If you're buying dinner and a few drinks at the bar, they're often really amenable, especially during low season. What happens if you arrive late at camp or you simply can't find the owner? Well, you can still pitch your tent, but you do run a risk. There are 2 sides of the law. There's civil and there's criminal. There's no civil or criminal wrong for sleeping, but once inside a tent or a bivvy, you are technically trespassing. But trespassing falls under civil law, so isn't actually a crime. And you can't be prosecuted for it, despite what the trespassers will be prosecuted signs like to claim. Landowners can take you to civil court for damages, but if you're operating a leave no trace basis, this will only ever be nominal, and often won't even be worth their while. You've set up camp and now you're approached by a landowner. You can always ask for retrospective permission at this point, but refusal to leave after this and you might just find yourself in trouble. A heated discussion, turned threatening, can quickly find you on the wrong side of the fence when it comes to criminal law. Basically, unless it's an emergency, don't stay on private land once you're asked to leave. So the bottom line is, we're speaking about civil and not criminal law. It's there to protect people's rights and property, not stop people wild camping whilst out on a hike. Sleeping is not a crime. So do your research, camp responsibly, and if you're still concerned, there are always places like Scotland and Dartmoor where you don't need to seek permission at all.